Hello and welcome back once again to the Wrestling Rant. It's finally time for my predictions for the 2014 Night of Champions pay-per-view, which is going to be later on today. Technically, it's already technically Sunday, September 21st, 2014, and it's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. They have not yet announced any matches for the kickoff, the pre-show, which is, by the way, an hour long, so something tells me they will be doing one at some point. Can't imagine them wasting an entire hour. But they do have this peep show thing that they're going to do. Christian's finally coming back to do an episode of his peep show. And he's going to have Chris Jericho. So, yeah, either way. They might do a match, I don't know. But all they've announced so far is this peep show with Christian and Jericho. For the pay-per-view itself, we have, let's see, 7 matches that are going to happen. There was originally going to be 8. But as news came out earlier Saturday, Roman Reigns suffered some form of a hernia, and he had to undergo emergency surgery. So Roman is out for a while, and he will not be able to compete in his match with Seth Rollins. And that's a shame, because I was actually kind of looking forward to that one. But, never fear. Something tells me something better is going to happen. You know why? I'm just going to jump forward to this, even though this is second to last in my predictions here. I'll just go ahead and say this now. Something tells me when it comes time that they were originally going to do this match, they're probably going to have Rollins come out. He'll come out, and it'll be like, let's see, what pay-per-view was it a couple of months back, where he was supposed to have a match with Ambrose, but Ambrose had gotten himself thrown out of the arena by Triple H, and Rollins came out and accepted a victory in the match by forfeit. Something tells me they're going to do the same thing here. Maybe. I don't know. If nothing else, they might just have Rollins come out to cut a promo. He'll be like, yeah, I've been beating up Roman so bad he got a hernia and had to go to the hospital to get surgery. It was more like Roman was carrying your fucking boring ass. Not that Roman's a good wrestler, it's just that, I think he's a little bit more exciting. I don't know. But either way, I think what this is going to lead to will be the surprising return of Dean Ambrose. Rollins will be out there cutting his promo, or he'll be there with his hand raised accepting the forfeit victory. And Ambrose will jump in out of the crowd and start beating the piss out of him. And then we'll get a nice little brawl. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen there. So yeah. Let's go back to the start of my predictions, what I had written down first here. And of course I got all of these matchups, all the notes, if you want to call it that, from the official WWE.com. They do post the match card for the pay-per-view. The first match I have written down here is going to be the triple threat match for the Divas title. Paige, the defending champion, versus Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee. This may be foolish considering Nikki is all part of the Authority. I don't even know if she's part of the Authority. She might as well be. She's got her nose so far up Stephanie's ass. I almost bet something, I don't know. They might go a couple of different ways with this. I really don't know or care because the Divas title means nothing to me. But I'm hoping that Paige retains the title. And barring that, I hope that AJ wins the title. Just as long as you keep the fucking thing away from Nikki Bella. Because she don't fucking deserve it. Although, how much you want to bet, they'll have Nikki win it, and then AJ and Paige will fuck off, and Nikki will end up continuing her feud with her sister, Brie, and they'll swap the title back and forth a few times. Fucking retarded bullshit. Either way, my prediction is Paige, as silly as it might be. I'm just really hoping that they let her keep the title. Up next, second title match of the night. Oh yeah, this is the Night of Champions pay-per-view, so we actually get all of the titles defended. The Divas title, yeah, looks like they're going to defend all the titles. About damn time, Jesus. Anyway, second up, like I said, second of the title matches, we have the U.S. title match, defending champion Sheamus versus Cesaro. These two have been nipping at each other's heels for a while, back and forth. I don't give a fuck, because again, the U.S. title is meaningless. But I think Sheamus has had it long enough, and I think they might give it to Cesaro here, finally giving him something interesting to do. And I think that will also feed into something that I have later on in the card. But we'll get to that in due time. But yes, my prediction is going to be Cesaro. Once again, as foolish as it may be. Because I know they don't seem to really like Cesaro much. Stupid motherfuckers that they are. Moving on, next up, we have Mark Henry versus Rusev. I think I already went over this either in my SmackDown video. I think it was the SmackDown video. Rusev is going to be moving on to a feud with Cena. So I think that basically spoils the ending to this match and Cena's match later on. So I'm thinking Rusev is going to win this here. He's going to beat Henry. It may not be very clean, but somehow he'll probably beat Henry and remain supposedly undefeated, just so Superman Cena can fucking crush him. But yes, I'm predicting Rusev. And that one, I'm not even hesitant about. I really doubt they're going to let Henry beat him. Up next, in the third title match of the night, we have the tag team title match, defending champions the Usos, taking on the other brother tag team, Gold and Stardust. Or the Dust Brothers, whatever you want to call them. The Usos have held those tag belts for way too goddamn long. I think it's definitely time somebody else got them. So, and not only that, but with all the build leading up to this match, with Goldust and Stardust turning heel and just beating the shit out of the Usos left and right, I really don't see them losing. So I'm going to predict Goldust and Stardust to win this, to become new tag team champions. Finally, because the Usos have had those belts for way too long, and they're boring. I don't fucking like those guys. Moving right along, the fourth title match of the night, the Intercontinental title match, defending champion Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. I'm going to predict Ziggler. There was a report a while back that they weren't going to be doing anything major with Dolph Ziggler in the foreseeable future. So leaving him with the Intercontinental title is probably the right thing to do. Because that won't be anything major. So, yeah. Gonna predict Ziggler here. Moving on. Next up, we have just a completely thrown together match. The build for this was completely out of nowhere and made no fucking sense. Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton. Now, as you recall, was it this past Monday or was it last Monday before that? I don't know. But it was the stupid season premiere episode where Jericho had already been hurt in his match with Bray Wyatt in the cage, and he was in the doctor's office, and Randy Orton busts in and starts beating the shit out of Jericho for no reason. And that's basically the only reason for this match. So, yeah. I'm predicting Orton to win here. You know, he'll get help from one of his buddies in the Authority, Rollins or Kane or Triple H or whatever, or he'll just flat beat Jericho, because I don't think Jericho needs to be going over Orton for any reason. I don't see any point to it. Like a lot of other things I could mention, but anyways. Up next was Rollins and Reigns, but I already covered that. It's not happening. Reigns is not going to be able to compete. He's going to be gone for a couple of months at the least, I believe was the prognosis. I don't know. I think it was at least a couple of months. Something like that. So, yeah, you guys fucking fucked up. Putting all of our chips behind Roman and then he gets hurt. Hopefully Ambrose will be returning. Maybe you can build him up a little bit. Focus more on him. Let's continue this feud between Ambrose and Rollins. Let's get an actual singles match out of those two, without any bullshit interference or shenanigans. Can we just have a straight-up singles match between those two? And let's make it a no DQ match while you're at it, but still no interference. But yeah, like I said, we already went over this, so let's just skip right on to the main event of the evening. The fifth and final title match of this evening. Of course, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Defending champion Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. And I'm going to go ahead and predict Brock, because I don't see him losing to Cena. This could end up being SummerSlam all over again. I think Brock is just going to beat the ever-loving shit out of Cena. And try as he might, as valiant as it may come off, Super Cena just will not be able to beat the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Not only that, but since Cena's going to be moving on to a feud with Rusev, I don't see them giving Rusev a title shot. So giving Cena the title, number one, just fucking ruins Brock. Number two, I believe that would also make Cena a 16-time champion, and I really don't want to see that. So yeah, I think Brock's going to defend, he's going to retain the title, and he's going to keep it probably for a good long time, because who the fuck else are they going to have beat him? They got to build somebody else up. They were going to build up Reigns, but now he's out for a couple of months. So, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, shit. This thing with Reigns may have fucked up the whole plan. The plan probably was to have Reigns built up to to take the title from Brock somewhere down the line. But since Reigns is injured, they might just say, well, fuck it, we'll give the title back to Cena. We'll feed Rusev to him just in the meantime. We'll have Brock come back some other time to take the title away from Cena again. And then, after Reigns is back, we'll have him go against Brock. I really don't know. I really can't care much at this point. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with my original prediction. I'm going to say Brock. This one may be foolish. I don't really care anymore. As I've said before, folks, this very well may be the last WWE event I cover. Because I'm really getting tired of wasting my time on this shit. I will let you guys know my final decision on that at the end of the pay-per-view video later on tonight. If by some miracle they actually do something that makes me want to keep watching, which is very highly unlikely, if they actually make me want to keep watching, I might keep watching. But if they can't do anything interesting, I think I'm done. This show is just nowhere near as entertaining as it used to be. The wrestling is nowhere near as good as it used to be. The characters and the promos are nowhere near as good as they used to be. I could go on and on. The women, the Divas matches are shit these days for the most part. Jesus Christ. This show, this company, is just not worth the time or the energy to fucking watch. They're not worth the money that people give them. I very seriously, highly suggest that people stop giving them money. Stop watching the show. Stop wasting your time. If you feel the same way I do, that it's just not that good anymore, just stop watching. They're not going to change until they start losing money. That's all there is to it. They're still making plenty of money. They're getting good enough ratings on TV for their shows. They're getting enough buys for the pay-per-views. They're content with what they have. And until they start losing what they have, to lose that being content, until they start to lose that feeling, they're not going to change. So yeah. Once again, like we always do, I'll go back through all the things really quick, the nice quick recap. Pre-show, kickoff, all we have announced so far is the Peep Show, hosted by Christian with his guest Chris Jericho. They'll talk, yada yada, who gives a shit. For the pay-per-view, I have Paige successfully retaining her Divas title against Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. And then I have Cesaro winning the US title from Sheamus. Rusev defeating Mark Henry. Golden Stardust capturing the tag team title match the tag team titles from the Usos. Dolph Ziggler retaining his Intercontinental title against The Miz. Orton defeating Chris Jericho. Rollins will probably come out and accept the forfeit win over Reigns. And then get attacked by Dean Ambrose, hopefully. And then I'm predicting Brock Lesnar to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against John Cena. There's your Night of Champions pay-per-view predictions. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the pay-per-view review, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Join me for the pay-per-view review later on tonight. Kickoff starts at 7 o'clock. because it's an hour long. So there's going to go another 4 hours of my life. Hopefully it will be the last 4 hours this company gets to waste of my time. I really don't want to keep watching this shit anymore. Anyways, thank you for watching once again. As I said before, join us later on tonight when I will do the actual review of the pay-per-view, Night of Champions 2014 in Nashville, Tennessee. Join us next time. Thank you for watching, and we will see you later.